Hi guys, we're out here with Dakota and it's a very windy day. Well, speaking of, hear the wind. And Dakota has been a little bit jumpy today, and it makes me think of something that you typically will see quite often, and that's where people tend to try to chase or figure out maybe why a horse is spooking at something. And here a minute ago, I didn't get this on video, but I walked by this old wooden bridge, and I don't know, Dakota hasn't really been by it a whole bunch of times, maybe ever, I don't really know that. But this time he just looked at it super sideways and did that whole belly down in the ground with the feet splayed out thing. You got the idea if you've ever experienced that. And it just makes me laugh, really, because when people go to these, well, why are they doing that? I wonder why. Well, it's really quite simple. Horses are not complicated creatures, right? Here's why or what makes them that way. Really, horses only spook at two things. That's all they spook at, nothing else. Just these two things, right? And those two things are things that move and things that don't, right? Well, the bridge didn't move. The corn is sure moving, right? We're going all along all this corn. The dogs are in and out. That's caused him to be a little bit lucky. And is he more on edge because of the wind? Yeah, probably. But that's life. There's the wind out here, right? We're not riding in perfectly manicured arenas. And as you can see, all this corn laying on the ground, that's all from deer. There's a lot of deer around. We know deer are going to jump out. Right? There's the doggies over there. It's going to happen. So instead of stressing that and trying to figure out the why, it's just because horses are nervous. In fact, you could say the same thing about people. Well, why don't you just relax? Why are you so anxious, right? We've all heard that same question, and we could all go, oh, well, when you really process life, it can be scary, and it can be this, that, and the other thing. But the reality is, the things we tend to stress about really work themselves out. It's not actually all that serious, and we move on. And that's exactly what I want my horse to think, right? No matter what. Oh, what do you smell there? Again, let's not play that what game. The what if game. That's a rabbit we can't catch. And when it runs down the hole, playing the what if. What if this? What if that? What if this? What if a deer jumps out? What if you see a bear? What if you... Well, I'm asking my horse all the time to just process life through, I got you, right? Leadership. That's what they need. They need leadership. So, just some ramblings here today, rider tip. I just want to give that horse confidence that no matter what happens, whatever jumps out, whatever life throws at us, I've got you. I'm not going to abandon you. I'm not going to leave you on your own. Together, we'll get through it. And that's how you can teach horses to just process life differently, with a brave boldness that is really welcomed, but almost inexplainable to some people. Well, how do you go and do all this? Weren't you scared? No, not really, because I'm being a leader to that horse. And it's not just as simple as believing it. There are lots of things that I'll go through, and I've done a lot of videos on that. But whenever that horse gets anxious or nervous, I need to be the answer to that. And I have to get my own emotions and my own anxieties in place beforehand. Otherwise, I'll just burden the horse with my own issues. Sure don't want to do that. So follow along for some of the other videos we do that cover that and talk about that. Until next time, ride the next stride. See you down the trail.